Okay, so to insert a drawing into my Google Doc, I'm going to come back up here to my insert menu. And this time I'm going to click on drawing. Makes sense. And what it's going to do is actually pop up this new window. Now, if you remember back, I was working on a symmetry lesson with my students. And so what I want them to do now, rather than just look at pictures and identify if they have symmetrical images or not, I want them to actually uh, find the lines of symmetry and identify those lines of symmetry. So I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to insert an image into my drawing. Now, I had all of those images saved on my Google Drive, so I'll click there, open up my images folder, and I'm going to start here with my elephant. Once I've got him pulled over, I can resize him because I just don't need him to be nearly that big. So I will bring him right up here. And now what I want to do is I want to draw that line of symmetry. So we've got a couple different tools here. I've got a line tool, I've got a shape tool, a text box, and then my image, which you already saw that I inserted. So if I go to my line tool, what it's going to allow me to do is draw a line. So I am drawing the line of symmetry that I see here on my elephant. And now I want to identify how many lines of symmetry I have here. And so I'm going to type in some text. So I'm going to click over here on text box. And I'm going to create my text box right underneath my image. And I'm just going to type in, there is one line of symmetry. When I click out of that, I've got everything that I need here. Now let's say, oh man, I really wish I would have centered that a little better. That's pretty easy to do. I can come up here and align to center. No problem. I'm good to go. So now what I want to do is actually bring this entire piece here over as one image. So this is what sets a drawing apart from just inserting an image, is that I now have an image here, a line, and some text that's going to pull over into my doc as one image. So when I hit save and close, it's going to pull that over right into my Google Doc where my cursor was. Okay, now I can resize this whole thing. So I think, oh man, that's way too big. I didn't mean for it to be that big. I don't have enough space for that. I can just resize it. I can make it even smaller. And you can see that it's still completely visible, readable. Now it does get a little pixelated, I'll be honest, but it is definitely accomplishing my task and what I needed it to do. Okay. Now another option is that I could use my drawing tool to create, say, a stem and leaf chart. So if I want to insert a drawing here, now for my stem and leaf, I need to definitely use some lines to create that visible separation between the two. So I'm going to just put in a vertical line here. Okay. And then I am going to use the text box to type in my numbers. Okay. So here I've got my, we're just going to deal with tens and ones. So I've got my one to represent one as a digit in my tens place. And now I've got my data here that I can. So this would stand for 12, 2 values of 13, 1 value of 14, and 1 value of 16. Now I can just hit enter and make my text box longer. So I've got, now I'm going to represent if I had 2 in my tens place, and I've got a value of 21, a value of 24, a value of 26, and a value of 28. Okay, I'm going to continue this. I've got my 30, 32, and another 32, and a 36, and a 39. And then I've got my 43, 45, 47, and 48. And I've got 2 48s. Okay. So here I've got my stem and leaf. Now, oh man, I really should have labeled that. I can either go back in to my text box, and I could actually type in stem and leaf. If I want to put in a horizontal line there, I can just click back onto my horizontal line or onto my lines and insert horizontal line. Okay, now remember, when I hit save and close, it's going to keep everything as one image and bring it right over into my document. And there it is, my beautiful stem and leaf chart.